In order for us to connect our application to this database right here, we have to map. So let's just open up the resources folder and then application.yaml. So we have to map Spring data source.url to our test container, the same with username and the same with password. So how do we do that programmatically? Well, it turns out that there is this awesome annotation that will enable us to do that. So if I go back to the test, and I'll just close it by mistake. So this test right here. So what we can do is we can use this awesome annotation called @ and then DynamicPropertySource. And here we need a method to be static. So private and then static and then void. And I'm going to say register and then DS for data source, or let's just say data source properties. And inside here, we have access to the dynamic and then property registry. So this guy right here. So dynamic property registry, and I'm going to say registry. And this guy right here will allow us to register properties. So here I'm going to say registry dot and then add, and then which property that we want to add. Well, we want to add the spring.data source.url and comma and then the value. So the value is a lambda. So here I could do this. So lambda and then provide the value. And here the value is Postgres container dot and then get JDBC URL. Now, because this is a functional interface, we could just replace this with method reference like that, and it's much cleaner. Now, spring.datasource.url is this guy right here. So spring.datasource.url. Let's do the same for username and password. In here, let's just go back to the test. Let's copy this, paste it 2 times. And then here, I'm going to say username, get username, and then password, and finally get, and then password. And there we go. So this is really important because now as we run our tests, it will map the application.yaml. So it will map these to our test containers. So it won't be localhost anymore. So we will change these so that we can connect to our database from our tests. And next, let me talk to you about an important annotation, which is this one right here. So this one at, oops, can't type today, at Spring Boot Test. So let's talk about this annotation next.